For the land of the free.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green. And it's Chris in at the 5, roaming the paint. Allen, that's good.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold. KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
Curry on the money from 12 feet away. Curry's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Pulls it from 20. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Curry's got 6 points.
Boy, you get Steph Curry rolling downhill in the open floor. He can finish off a break with such style.
They double him with Green. Allen, that's good.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Curry. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Allen passes to KD. LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Irving. Over Chris. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Left side Curry pulls it up. Curry with another miss. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Durant at the elbow. LeVert with a wide open look. Chris with the rebound. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. Makes it off the glass. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Stephen Curry, and then Allen slams it in.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Outside Curry. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Outside Durant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Warriors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Curry looking it over. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And too long on the shot. The Nets with the lead. And he dunks it down.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. The feed to Jordan. Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. They double team Curry. Pass to Poole. Inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn with the ball. Dinwiddie outside. Jordan at the elbow. It'll count. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Looney. Curry is out there with Eric Paschall. And it's Poole in at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. Now Curry. 10 points for him. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here's Prince. That one goes. Count it. Prince has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
So important to balance your three-point shooting stroke with the ability to put it on the deck. What a drive by Taurean Prince.
And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Prince. And the Warriors with some changes. Smailagic is checked in. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Steph Curry. The Nets also changing it up. Durant's checked in for Taurean Prince. Caris LeVert comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Now, here's Pascal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Will it go? Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris, right side. KD on the wing. Back to Harris. Jordan dishes to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jordan.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And stolen by Harris. Passes it to LeVert. To the inside. Rob. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
Irving with the ball. Harris finds Irving. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Toscano. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris outside. Durant, the pass to Irving. And the Nets, another 3. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. Now here's Thompson. Wiggins outside. 6 to shoot. And now here's Chris. LeVert defending. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 16-3 run right now. The pass to Allen. And easy 2 points on the layup. And it's 8 points for Allen.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Curry. Kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green passes to Wiggins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Nets, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn leading by 20. KD on the wing. To the middle. Here's Allen. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, guys, there's no doubt if you're talking about the best shooters in the NBA right now, Klay Thompson's name has got to be in the conversation.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line. 6 seconds left in the first half. Allen dishes to KD. Over Chris. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Durant's got 6 points.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And so it's... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just... And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Brooklyn leading by 23.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Allen, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Chris kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. Chris pass to Curry. Thompson from long range. The rebound by KD. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Smailagic is checked in, and it's Eric Paschal in for Wiggins. And a change for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Dinwiddie. Irving, it's tipped. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Prince is checked in for Durant. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Caris LeVert is hitting wide-open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Here's Smailagic, defended by Allen. Smailagic passes to Curry. Clock at 4. Over Irving. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Prince up top. Dishes to Allen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Caris LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kyrie Irving. Smailagic passes to Poole. Out to the right wing. Golden State moving it around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Looney. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Harris kicks to Prince. Pass to Luwawu. Harris looking it over. Three-pointer. He can't get that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. Down low. Out to Thompson. Over Prince. And again, no good by Golden State. Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Luwawu. He's got 7. Stolen. To end the cold streak. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Left side, Harris. Pass to Prince. Back to Harris. Haskell with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Looney. There's the double team with Allen. Knocked away. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. From the corner. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
Harris inside. Here's Luwawu. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Looney out there with Chris. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Mulder in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Johnson left side. Right side, Jordan to the paint. Shot from free throw range. They get the rebound.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Temple, and he banks in the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Mulder. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Lee outside. They get a hand on it. And now here's Chris. Now the pass to Looney. Just 5 to shoot. And the turnover again by Golden State. Timeout called the Warriors.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Crawford dishes to Temple. Back to Crawford. To the middle. Jordan the pass to Crawford. Shot clock at 3. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. And Lee with the stuff.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Johnson goes in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. That's good from Johnson.
I love the all-around game of Tyler Johnson. We know he can shoot it. We know he can pass it. But maybe my favorite thing is the guy is willing to rebound the ball from his position.
Lee finds Chris. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Here's Chris. The teardrop falls in. Chris has got his first points of the game.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Crawford outside. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Crawford passes to Jordan. 5 to shoot. Crawford outside. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Down low and stolen by Jordan. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Crawford against Thompson. Crawford kicks to Temple. Back to Crawford. Pass to Temple. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wiggins.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jared Allen.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Looney passes to Kerr. From past the arc. The rebound by Johnson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Right wing. They need this one. Green with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Curry, wide open, hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, there's just a rhythm and a beauty to what Steph Curry does on a nightly basis. How pretty is that shot?
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they know. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back, whether it comes to their clothes.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. Here is House. And Tucker kicks to Covington. And some nice passing there by Houston. That 3 off the mark. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. LeVert the pass to Durant. Irving with a clean look. And it's good off the back rim and in. Irving's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Nets. Tucker dishes to House. Back to Harden. From about 19 feet. Allen with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Here's Harden on the wing. Inside, it's stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Poked loose. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And it's sent back by KD.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Allen. And there's the pass to LeVert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. To the inside. Allen finds Dinwiddie. KD drives in. And then Durant with the dunk.
Durant is a master on the drive, muscling his way past the resistance of the D.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Harden. Outside Covington. Here's Tucker. Outside Westbrook. Lock at 6. Harden inside the 3-point line. That one wide left.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Wound up there for Allen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And KD throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Count that bucket.
I mean, look, it's evident that Tucker likes trying his luck inside. He has the size, weight, toughness, and touch to be effective.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. Left side, Irving. Pass to Durant. It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Durant. Count it. Durant's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Gordon's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Rivers. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
To the middle. Here's Green. No good on his first attempt of the game. Nets leading by 12. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Ahead. Jumps up. And Green slams it in.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Dinwiddie left side. Here's Luwawu. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, inside we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Rivers can't get it to go. Nets leading by 14. Here's Luwawu, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by Austin Rivers.
Yeah, and the winning mentality of Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
This is his first free throw of the game. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. Allen's checked in for the Nets. Caris LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. Now here's Westbrook. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Covington kicks to Gordon. Tucker the pass to Covington. Here's Westbrook.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove in support.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant, who never ceases to amaze me.
Gordon finds Tucker. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Westbrook, and it's sent back by Allen. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Rockets, Daniel House is checked in for Gordon. And it's Harden in for McLemore.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Rockets trail by 21. Tucker, the pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
And it's sent back by KD.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Allen, that's good.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
Pass to Covington. Shoots over KD. Covington's shot is off. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball and finished off by Westbrook.
No matter where the play is, Westbrook comes to support it. Able to get back up court so fast.
On the wing, Irving. Now the dish to Durant. Irving against Westbrook. Irving passes to KD. Stolen by Tucker.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And finished off by KD.
A fearless, tenacious scorer. I mean, Durant only needs to see one drop through. I mean, you know he's feeling it.
Harden. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Rockets trail by 17. Back to Covington. House, the pass to Tucker. Over Allen. And it's sent back by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Stolen by Westbrook. On up the court. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Rockets.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
A shot's good from Irving.
One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Tucker can't get it to go. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Tucker. Another shot. And Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
He uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
The three from Harden. He's off on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook, not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
That's good from Allen on the assist by Durant. Allen's got 8 points.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Covington into the lane. LeVert grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Dinwiddie stays with it.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
Pass to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Allen inside, guarded by Tucker. KD's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And that one's good. House.
Way to showcase the court vision. Westbrook, I mean, he gets his teammates some wide open looks.
Irving drives in, and Allen slams it in.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Wound up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jared Allen.
Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. Then McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Rockets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And Tucker kicks to Gordon. There's the pass to Green. Goes up to the stripe. No good off the back of the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu, Trent's out there with Jared Allen. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the 1. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Joe Harris is checked in for Allen.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
The Rockets making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Rodions Kurucs comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Crawford in for Dinwiddie.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Green passes to Cephalosha. Rebound, Brooklyn.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block. And clearly you can hear what the crowd thinks about that call.
And there's Green on the assist from Cephalosha.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and train.
Crawford drives in. Jordan inside. He's against Green. Crawford outside. Kicks it out to Prince. Stolen by Rivers. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a change for the Nets. Temple's checked in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And it's good for 2. Luwawu's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Cephalosha, and it's blocked by Jordan. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And Baamute's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And so Crawford will bring it up for the Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Luwawu. It's Crawford on the wing. No good that time. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. They grabbed their own miss.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Rivers lays it up off the glass.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Got to respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
There was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless. Grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Nice work to get good position inside. He just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint. And the dunk by Bahamute.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist from Bahamute.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Crawford passes to Luau. Cephalosha with the steal. There's the feed to Rivers. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Crawford. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan kicks to Temple. Crawford outside. Pass to Karuch to the wing right side. Now Crawford. Back to Temple. Crawford outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. With the putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And so it's Brooklyn. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... 2K Sports presents the end. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. So the next starting five. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Young with no one around. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The kick out to Irving. Fires for 3. They get it again. Allen on the wing. Irving. Good on the triple.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
Irving against Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
A 3 ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Irving passes to KD. Dinwiddie outside. Irving surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Irving against Young. 6 to shoot. Irving kicks to LeVert. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Irving can't hit. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Capella dishes to Young. And he makes good on the layup.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Outside Irving. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Allen kicks to Irving. Durant with a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Young fires away from outside. It's up a 3. Pass to Hunter. From deep 3-point range. Here's Herter. Dinwiddie covering. Herter, no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Young against Irving. Here's KD. Here's Allen. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Young. Jared Allen making his last shot. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Hard to defend Trae Young from out there because he's a master at creating space.
Back to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta with the rebound.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
The Capella with the bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. And here's KD for 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
When the shots come to KD in the flow of the offense, it makes it much easier.
To the right side. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On its way from Young for 2. Another miss by Young.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Herter. Pass to Capella. And here's Collins. And here's Young from the up. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they...
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Reddish. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Jones. Then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the 2-guard spot. Bembry the pass to Teague. Reddish kicks to Teague. This one for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Solid transition play from Cam Reddish. Working hard to make an impact.
Now here is Harris. T right on him. Jordan the pass to Luau. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Reddish. He gets it in there.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the pass to Luau. The Nets working the ball around now. Passes to Dinwiddie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago.
pretty reliable in that regard.
The Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for T. Then for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie.
You know, when you watch Trae Young, he sort of glides around the floor. Then he can stop on a dime.
Harris passes to LeVert. Outside for Durant. 1:37 left in the first half of the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
The Hawks making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Young for three. The rebound by the Nets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Irving dishes to Durant. And the shot goes in. KD's got 7 points.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
To the left side wing. Hunter kicks to Young. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lined up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Back to Young. Hunter, the pass to Young. Now, here's Hunter. He's covered by Irving. 5 on the clock. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets trail by 4. KD with it. He's picked up by Collins. Durant trying to break free. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by KD. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter. 26 seconds left here in the second. Young outside. Stolen by Allen. 3 on 3. A nice shot by KD. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
A graceful athlete in his prime of his career. Durant with great body control through contact.
Just 3 on the clock, and he sinks the layup. 11 points in the game.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines in high. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, give us your tip. And that's going to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Dives for it. Young with the ball. From deep. The offensive rebound. And Collins is right there.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Young way outside. Sinks the triple. Young's got 18 points in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jones checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague for Trae Young.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Teague, the pass to Capella. The rebound by Luwawu.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Herter passes to Reddish. From 8. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. 8 points for him.
Beautiful take from Cam, absorbing the contact and muscling through it.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Lobs it up for Jordan. No good there.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Inside. Pass to Reddish. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So for the Hawks, Wayne Dedman comes in for Clint Capella. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Herter. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Irving.
And with the way Teague can move in the open floor, there's just no way to prevent him from getting points on a fast break.
Prince feeds it to Jordan. Out to Harris. Dinwiddie left side. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The feed now to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks, exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Teague, the pass to Jones. Here's Luwawu. Teague covering, and it's good. 2 points. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Bembry misses.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To halt the run, that is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Young.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
And stolen by Jordan. Here's LeVert. And the layup's good off the glass. LeVert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Young. Fernando. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Jordan the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Young against Harris. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Young. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Nets have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
LeVert kicks to Allen. The Nets working the ball around now. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Young from outside. It's good from long range. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Offensive rebound, Allen. Back to Durant. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nets leading by 7. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the technical free throw is good.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
It's Durant on the wing. Down low, here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The kick out to Young. From deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Herter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Irving kicks to Harris. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie is checked in for Harris. Outside Irving. Back to LeVert. Outside Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Hawks trail by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Check out the burst on the big fella. Allen flashing some serious mobility.
Young's shot is off. Nets leading by 5. In the corner, Irving with it. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. The kick out to Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant. And here we go. Hawks running again. Goes up. And Reddish with the slam.
That's a beautiful break and an excellent defensive play by Kevin Herter to kick it off.
Inside. Here's Allen. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Young in the corner. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Young, no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
The kick out to Irving. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Allen. Irving with a clean look. Misses the three.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Stolen by Collins. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Atlanta making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Prince is checked in for the Nets. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Not a surprise to see Teague stepping up when his team needs him. Huge score right there.
Here's Irving. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
And Reddish with the slam.
Big time play. Cam Reddish stepping up to the plate. We know he has the talent to do so.
Durant dishes to Allen. Outside Irving. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. And the Nets also making a change. LeVert's checked in. But they get it back. Now the pass to Herter. Now here's Hunter. Here's Young. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Hunter. Here's Young. He's covered by Irving. Young, no good.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Irving passes to Allen. Back to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's KD. Money!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. The Warriors taking on the Nets. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at small forward. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And KD throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Right side Curry. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Just so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Clay rehabbing. The Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, he's healthy, changes that whole narrative.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. The tray. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Green dishes to Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Pass to Thompson. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Back to Thompson. The pass to Chris. There's the double team with Allen. Curry with it. Just 5 to shoot. Chris finds Wiggins. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. It's Dinwiddie, top of the key. Back to Irving. Feeds it to Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
A thing of beauty, Steph Curry shot from distance, pure.
Irving passes to Allen. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Irving with a clean look, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And staying with the play, Allen. He's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry can't get it to go. Nets leading by 6. Durant just inside the line. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Another miss by Curry. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Pass to Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Passes it to Chris. Outside, Green. On the wing, Wiggins. To the paint. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And it's Allen with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Curry. LeVert grabs the miss.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they... So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry a great self-motivation.
Oh, my wife, for sure. No, never ever want to disappoint her. She shoots it to me straight. That's the biggest thing, whether I play with.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Looney out there with Eric Pascal. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Poole in at the point guard position. Looney, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and the layup is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Warriors trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Poole. Dinwiddie covering. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn leading by 16. Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. Pass to Luwawu. Jordan against Green. The pass to Luwawu. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Luwawu's got 4 this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Luwawu, the pass to Prince. Jordan kicks to Prince. To the inside. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harris.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Prince misses.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
It's Curry outside. Kept alive. Chris can't hit.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Prince, the pass to Jordan. Here's Luwawu, covered by Chris. Dinwiddie drives in, and that one is good. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dinwiddie against Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. From the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 14 points.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Harris dishes to Jordan. Back to Harris. That one off the back iron and out.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Thompson passes to Curry. From outside the arc. Another miss by Curry.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Chris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dinwiddie with the steal. Prince the pass to Llewellyn. Passes it to Harris. And he lays it straight in.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Warriors trail by 20. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Poole. And again, no good by Golden State. Levert kicks to Durant. To the middle. The kick out to Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Brooklyn controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by court. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see Jared Allen having an outstanding game. He had 12 points and... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the four with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Golden State moving it around. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Sinks that one from the post. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Left side Curry. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by KD.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Back to Dinwiddie. Inside, Allen. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Chris gets the bucket. Chris has got his first basket.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
Nets leading by 17. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Caris LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Poole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And stolen by Harris. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Here's Irving. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And the Nets lead by 19.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Here's Smilagic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Irving looking over the floor. Shoots it. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailing by 19. Here's Toscano. Pass to Smilagic. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pascal, the basket Poole. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Now here's Irving. Guarded closely. Prince finds Irving. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Warriors trail by 19. Looney passes to Smilagic. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Harris has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Back to Looney. Over Irving. Here's Toscano. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth, we've got Eric Paschall, and it's Poole in at the point. Harris draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Brooklyn with the ball. Clock at 6. Prince outside. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Paschall with the ball. And there's the pass to Poole. Golden State moving the ball around. Paschall, the pass to Looney. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Smailagic misses. Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. Curry. And he overshot that one, missing. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The shot by Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And stolen by Chris. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Again, Curry missing. And Joe Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Left side, Irving. Back to LeVert. Irving against Wiggins. That one doesn't go. The Warriors go the other way with it. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And we know Klay Thompson is a top-tier shooter. He's got incredible form, a great release, but he's also unselfish by example and plays well within this system.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And a new group in for the Nets. KD's checked in for Karuch. Karis LeVert comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Dinwiddie's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Irving subbed in for Johnson.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Cans it from downtown.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lobbed up there for Allen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Smailagic shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Then for the Warriors, Toscano's checked in, and it's Damian Lee in for Thompson. Johnson finds Jordan, and yes, it's good.
I like the confidence and how much assurance DeAndre Jordan has on his drives here, knowing that no one's going to stop him, especially once he takes flight.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books
as a gaudy win for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Allen.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Temple. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Curry. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, not only is he not missing, I think he's really enjoying himself out there. When he goes on a tear like this, he gets that big smile on his face, the mouthpiece at the side of his mouth, and his teammates feeding off the energy.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range. Good D by Johnson. Here's Karuch. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Crawford. Goes up on the high post. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of down.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
Kevin, thank you.
Well, that's a great story. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here's Dinwiddie. Jarrett Allen unable to get his last shot to go.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
House kicks to Harden. House the pass to Harden. Houston moving it around. Fires the 3. And no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg. And it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Allen finds Dinwiddie. They get it back, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
The 3 from Harden. Harden missing again.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Outside Irving. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Covington.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Lobbed up there for Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Harden dishes to Tucker. Pass to House. Harden with it. Beyond the arc. Tucker with the ball. Stolen by LeVert. Allen inside. Guarded by Harden. Shot from the low block. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Tucker following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Back to McLemore and stolen by Harris. Prince with it. Now Green defending. It's stolen by McLemore. In the corner, it's Gordon. There's the pass to Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. Jordan against Gordon. Knocks it loose. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides is really what makes him so valuable.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Nets leading by 5. Down low. It's deflected. Harris passes to Prince. Harris looking it over. Inside. Jordan. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gordon, the pass to Green. To the paint. Over Prince. And it's Green missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And that one's good. Irving's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here's Harris from the arc. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Prince's shot is good. Prince has got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jordan kicks to Prince. Stolen by Rivers. And it's Houston on the break. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Gordon.
Yeah, from the first time I saw Gordon play, this guy is always in an attack mode, which makes it a tough cover for the defense.
Pass to Luwawu. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 4 to shoot. Jordan kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And then for Houston, Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Ben McLemore. Back to Harden. And stolen by Jordan. KD drives in. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Pass to Carroll from 15 feet away, and it's sent back by KD. And KD throws it down.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And the basket by Harden.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
It's stolen by Carroll. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeVert in for Luwawu. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Eric Gordon. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Austin Rivers. And it goes down 2 points.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
And KD, here we go. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Brooklyn making some changes. Taurean Prince comes in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Rockets trail by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From deep, Harden. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
.15 seconds left to play here in the half. Out to the right wing. Feeds to Tucker. Pass to Westbrook. Over Irving. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
Love the preparation that time by Westbrook. He was ready to shoot it before he caught it.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. They get Russell Westbrook. The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
And so it's... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Irving's shot is good. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You can go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Harden scanning the floor. Offensive rebound. Covington with the bucket.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
The 10-footer. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And then for Houston, Damari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore comes in for Danuel House. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. LeVert kicks to Irving. From the baseline. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Tucker finds Gordon and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Here's Carroll. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Irving attacking. Harris outside. To the middle. Stolen by Gordon. LeVert against Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. It's probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Green, he's checked in for Houston. Irving dishes to Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Here's Harris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right side, Jordan. Outside, Irving. Back to Jordan.
Yeah, a hard-nosed defender. Tucker gets up into your grill and tries to intimidate you.
Here's Westbrook. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Nets leading by 10. The drive by Jordan. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Connor Covington's checked in for Green.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Westbrook passes to Gordon. Over Prince. And it's Gordon missing. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. The shot from the low post is good. Westbrook's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Lobbed up there for KD. Here's Gordon. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Irving dishes to Harris. Over McLemore. And staying with the play, Allen. And the Nets lead by 12.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Then there's Allen. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
From 13, Tucker can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Covington passes to Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Irving. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Durant kicks to LeVert. Durant against Covington. Durant the pass to Allen. On the clock. Out to KD. Fires for 3. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Irving finds KD. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
Here's Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
LeVert with it. Westbrook picks him up. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Dinwiddie attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Irving surveying the floor. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Allen. Irving attacking, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make, so you've got to recognize how crafty he is.
And a new group in for the Nets. Prince is checked in for Jared Allen. Odion Kurucs comes in for Kevin Durant. Garrett Temple is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Crawford in for Dinwiddie. Here's Chandler, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now here's Crawford, guarded by McLemore. And here's Irving. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Pass to Mbamute. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point guard. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Durant wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count the basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The 3 from KD. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Here's Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Durant, no good. Collins with it. Pass to Herter. Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D tag.
All free throws good from Capella. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Young against Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Allen inside. And stolen by Hunter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Herter. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. KD's shot is good.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
And here's Young from the arc. That one, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. Boy, they wasted no time getting the ball up the court. Great decision to push it and make the sharp pass to the rim.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Young passes to Herter. Here's Hunter. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Young against Irving. And Young, here we go. And it's sent back by KD. Irving against Young. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Kyrie Irving, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Here's Dinwiddie, and good that time.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Young's shot is off. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And Durant, here we go. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. KD's got 6 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Here's Capella, and he drops it in from the low post. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. KD on the wing. No good on the triple. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for Atlanta, Jones is out there with Reddish. Then there's Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bembry in at the 2-guard. There's the pass to Jordan. Out to Harris. Dedmon with the block. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Left side, Harris. Here's Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jeff Teague.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Atlanta leading by 4. Passes to Bembry. Down low and stolen by Prince. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Pass to Dedmon. Lays it up off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Ball's not loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. Pushing it up. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Teague's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks. It's stolen by Reddish. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Fernando's checked in. Jordan with the bucket.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Teague with a clean look. Got 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 6.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. Prince, the pass to Allen, and he banks in the layup. Allen's got his second basket.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Pass to Fernando. Jordan with some nice D.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Ejected by Teague.
Wow, how about the superb extension on the block from Jeff Teague? He just reads his man perfectly.
To the inside, Dedmon. Good on the bucket. Dedmon's got 4 this quarter. 1:50 left in the first half of basketball. Now Irving kicks it to Prince. Back to Irving. The pass to Allen. Shoots. Nails the baby hook. Allen's got 6.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Bembry misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, that's just tremendous length, exceptional hands, Jared Allen. Nice and easy.
And 1:01 left now here in the second. Here's Dedmon. Passes it to Huerter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn making some changes. KD's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeVert in for Luwawu. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague.
Just so full of confidence. This guy knows he's at the top of his game. Kevin Durant excels cashing in from right there.
2 points. That one goes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins is running, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, the length of Kevin Durant on the defensive end, creating havoc and an opportunity for his guys.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Capella's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. Here's Allen. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials, Jared Allen has been on display for the Brooklyn Nets. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Outside Irving. Inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. KD's got 10. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
The Hawks leading. Young outside, stolen by Allen. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
And a deep three from Young. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Durant, the pass to Allen. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Capella. Buries it down low. And that's 10 points for Clint Capella.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Irving dishes to Allen. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Joe Harris is checked in for Irving. Then for the Hawks, Jones checked in for Capella. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. Young inside, guarded by Harris, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Torian Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for LeVert. And then for Atlanta, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Collins. And it's Pembry in for Hunter. Back to Jordan. Good on the shot. Jordan's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Young from deep three-point range. The Hawks again can't hit.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate. Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Teague is checked in for Atlanta.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Harris outside. Prince, the pass to Jordan. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Bembry misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pass to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Jones sends it back. Teague against Prince. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, that's just great body control from Teague on display. He's so good at anticipating the contact and going up into it.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Durant. Back to Harris. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Harris outside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Reddish, over Prince. And the shot is long. Brooklyn trailing.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Hawks lead by 4. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Bucket is good. Durant's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Outside for Durant. The feed to Jordan. Here's Irving. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Durant. LeVert with it. Guarded by Hunter. Irving against Young. Wow, hammering it in.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Young against Jordan. Right block shot, and the jumper is good. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And yes, sometimes Young can't be stopped. This is the kind of player he can be.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of him.
There's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. Down low, here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
LeVert and Capella sends it back. Atlanta leading by 7. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that one, good. Hunter's got his first bucket of the night.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Irving finds Allen, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. For Atlanta, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Irving drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Herter passes to Hunter, shoots over LeVert. Hunter no good, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. To the middle, here's Allen. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Herter, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
To the inside. And it's sent back by Allen. Irving passes to Durant. Collins with some nice D. Durant with the steal. It's LeVert on the wing. KD against Young. KD's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 9. Young outside. Reddish kicks to Young. Hawks passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Irving attacking. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And the pass to Reddish. Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Capella dishes to T. Passes it to Graham. Crawford with the rebound.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Three-pointer, Graham. The shot comes out. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to... David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.